All right, here I am bringing you the 10 things that I hate about wearing headgear. If you want to see how me recording this video led to this, stay tuned. Number 10. Take this bad boy off. So when I have been wearing this thing for, hours on end, it really starts to get like a stench to it. It has like a moist feeling slash smell. Like I can't describe it. It's pungent, and that's why I actually went and requested a second little whatever this band is, so that way I can swap them out, so that I'm getting more wear out of my headgear with that second band and being able to wash that one and rotate it out.
I think you got a little something there.
Thanks.
Ew.
So I never used to drool. I'm not one of those people who drool, but because of the wire that's sticking in both sides of my mouth, it's like I can't close my mouth completely, if that makes sense. So therefore there's just like this open cavern, for lack of a better word, for spit to just flow out of my mouth while I'm sleeping, and it's really gross, and my pillowcase is normally soaked with saliva by the time I wake up, and it's disgusting because I'm an adult and I'm not about that life. So the looks don't bother me as much anymore, but in the beginning, they used to bother me quite a bit because I would feel like, I have something on my face, which technically I do. I have something on my face, but the way people looked at me, it was like almost like, I don't know, like like I had egg on my face or something else. It's just like, this is supposed to be worn, you know what I mean? Like, it's like having glasses. Like one of my viewers, shout out to you, suggested that, hopefully people will start to view wearing headgear as common as wearing glasses, because, it's medically necessary for my treatment. So why are you looking at me crazy? I try to drink something, even if it's like a water bottle, like I always have to, like do waterfalls, like when you're a kid, waterfall, because if I don't, like, trying to put my lip over it, it just doesn't work. Like my lip just permanently, like I have a shelf right here, a built-in shelf that my top lip just sits on all day, and I hate it. So drinking is like not possible unless I have a straw, and I don't always have a straw, so there are often times where I'm trying to do the waterfall method and it gets everywhere. And that is what's being portrayed here, is liquid getting everywhere when I'm trying to use the waterfall method. more so affects my husband more than me because I'm asleep. But he says that I snore now, and I'm just like, okay, like we've been together how many years, and now all of a sudden I'm snoring. But I think that comes from me not being able to close my mouth all the way. So it's like, because my mouth is partially open, now it's producing this noise. And so what he did in the video is actually what he does to me. He'll go, oh, and try to like wake me up out of my sleep so I can stop snoring, or he'll toss and turn to just try to jar me awake so that I will stop snoring. And oh, I so appreciate that when he wakes me up in the middle of the night because I'm snoring. Anyone out there with headgear knows that eating with headgear on is just a pain. Like, just like it's uncomfortable and just like it's just a headache. It really is. It's just, I can't even put words to it. It's just so uncomfortable because this is putting so much pressure on your mouth and your teeth, and then it's in the way and you're not able to bite properly the way that you might want to bite. You can't even wrap your lips around whatever it is that you're trying to eat, and it's just a real hassle. So I try to take it out when I'm eating, even though I really want to get my wear time up like as high as possible. I normally take it out when I'm eating, and I try to like, you know, hurry up and eat so I can like hurry up and put it back in. But eating is a real hassle when you are wearing headgear. It's just uncomfortable and sometimes painful because of the amount of pressure that this contraption is putting on your mouth and teeth, your jaw. I speak for a living, and so the fact that I'm now having to wear headgear, it like braces in general just make my mouth extra juicy, so I feel like I'm spitting all the time now that I have braces, and the headgear just like amplifies that. It just, spit is going everywhere, and I find myself to be juicy mouthed now. Juicy mouthed because of this thing. Like, even right now as I'm speaking, I can feel the liquid that is pooling in the corners of my mouth just from having this thing sitting here. So speaking, just, you know, say it, don't spray it, like that does not exist for me anymore. So just keep your distance when you and I are talking, and we'll be all right. Okay. Sleeping is a real big hassle now because every position is uncomfortable, and I am a side sleeper. So sleeping, like having this against a pillow, just puts too much pressure. Like, it hurts even me doing this. It doesn't hurt, but it's very uncomfortable. Now, if it had the weight of my head on top of it pressing down, like, then yeah, it really would hurt. It doesn't matter which side. Both are uncomfortable. Both can be painful. Like, I toss and turn. I try to sleep on my back, but I hate sleeping on my back. I try to sleep on my stomach, and although I love sleeping on my stomach, like, where does this go? Like, when you're sleeping on your stomach, where does this whole contraption go? Like, there's no place for it to go. So really, I'm supposed to be sleeping on my back, and it's so difficult for me to do because I'm a side sleeper and I hate sleeping on my back. So, you know, tossing and turning and just having like a restless night of sleep every night with this thing on my face. Yeah.
Was it good for you?
Kissing. Okay, so obviously my husband went just a little bit overboard, but here we are. So, kissing is really a strain these days because, like, even when I'm kissing my kids on the cheek or they're kissing me on the cheek, like, they always hit this and I'm like, oh no, ow, like, because it's right here on my cheeks, and trying to get my lips out far enough to kiss them on the cheek is like I almost have to like super pucker just to get my lips beyond the piece of the headgear to actually like make contact, to have lips make contact with their face as opposed to this metal thing. And I'm always hitting them on the face with this, like any one of my kids can tell you, like I always, and they go, oh, uh-oh, like they're so used to it. But it's so hard to kiss with this thing on, and my husband just like, he just is over the top. He makes it worse than it has to be when he's trying to kiss me. I was like, bro, just let me take it off. Like, I'd rather take it off to kiss him, but you know. Anyway, moving on. And the number one thing that I hate about wearing headgear is, drumroll please, the pain. Of course, the pain of wearing this thing. Like, no one tells you how painful it is or how painful it's gonna be, but it is painful. Like, even as I'm sitting here speaking with you guys, like I am very, very aware. I am consciously aware that there's just a little twinge of pain every time I move my mouth. Like, even when my mouth is not moving, like I still feel the pressure, like things are really, really tight. Like, I can't explain it. Like, you would just have to know from your own personal experience what I'm talking about. But the pain wearing this thing is real. Whether it's just bumping into something or tossing and turning in bed, on the pillow, kissing, eating, drinking, like all of the things, okay? All of the things that you do with your mouth, just imagine them coming with a twinge of pain now. So, like, that's just what it is. It is painful. Like, putting it in is painful. Taking it out is painful. Even if you've been wearing it for a long time. Like, I notice, because I try to get my hours like really, really high with wearing my headgear. I notice that when I take my headgear out, like, it's like, ooh, like, it's sore. Like, it makes my mouth sore, it makes my jaw sore, it makes my teeth sore. I can just feel like, even though I'm releasing the pressure as I'm taking it out, it's almost like the pain that I didn't feel from the pressure that was there, that's now missing, is like, hey, here I am, remember me? So, and like putting it in, I can remember like when they were first putting it in, I was like, oh my God, what are you doing to me right now? I felt like they were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing because of all of the pain and pressure that it took for them to get it in, like the first time, second time, like, and they were trying to get me to put it in for myself to show that I could do it on my own. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this hurts too much. Like, I don't even know if I can do this. But I knew I had to do it because of the TPA, and like go watch an older video if you don't know what I mean about that. But man, this thing is no joke. Like, it really isn't. So that is the number one thing that I hate about wearing headgear, the pain. But hopefully not much longer, in Jesus' name. Not much longer. When these spaces close, I'll be headgear free. I won't have to worry about any of these 10 things anymore, and I will just be ecstatic. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Bye. Don't make me laugh.
Hey, sweet thing.
Hey, baby.
You get some of that mouth.
Some of that mouth.
Was it good for you?